Greetings, my name is Tahya. I'm a dancer, a drummer, and designer of the ceremonial Systrum. Thank you, Miranda, for the invitation to share my story of meeting Layne as we remember her on her birthday. So here we are, my story of meeting Layne. It's kind of a long and windy road. Since my late teens, I've been on the path studying movement, rhythms, and rituals dating back to ancient matriarchal cultures. I was initially beckoned upon hearing the hypnotic rhythms and the intoxicating melodies of Egyptian music, and so I began an independent study, deeply immersing myself in the study, the practice, and even the performance of these dances that are deeply steeped in traditions dating back to Mediterranean cradle of civilization. And my teachers were all of the lineage of sharing the history of these movements and rhythms as an oral tradition handed down from generation to generation among women, from mother to daughter, from grandmother to granddaughter. I learned about the goddess Cybele, among others, as we learned to play doumbek and rhythms on finger cymbals, while also learning the movements of these ancient arts steeped in birth dance rituals of ancient matriarchal civilizations. In approximately 1994, I went to a concert by the Paul Winter Consort and was enchanted by the drumming of Glenn Velez. And shortly thereafter, I met Ben Jobst, who was studying privately with Glenn and who offered to accompany my ensemble. And then Ben invited me to a workshop he was hosting with a woman by the name of Layne Redmond. Ben thought I might like to meet Layne. He was absolutely right. I think there may have been about 30 of us gathered in a circle that afternoon. We played rhythms associated with the elements as taught to her by Hamza el-Din. And that was about a year before her book was published, and she was most enthusiastically telling us about her research. And she was all the more excited to tell us about her research because it was going to be published. So I'm guessing it was somewhere around maybe 1996 when I first met Layne. I know I'm not alone when I say meeting and studying with Layne remain among the most impressive moments in my life. I made every effort to study with her as I could, as often as I could, including several weekend retreats in upstate New York, a 2-week excursion to Crete in 2004, and 1 or 2 gatherings in Asheville, North Carolina, hosted by beautiful Shelley Stanback. Layne was always very generous in sharing what she'd learned and developed into a wonderful guru herself. She was very supportive of my efforts to reemerge the Systrum, and I appreciated her cheering me on. I am eternally indebted to her for introducing me to the bee goddess and the bee practice, the bee priestess practices, which I'm still delving into. In closing, I'd like to recite a chant carved into the temple walls at Dendera, dedicated to the goddess Hathor. It says, "We sound our drum for her spirit. We dance her grace. We see her lovely form in the heavens. She is Our Lady of Systrum, Hathor, Hathor." And by the way, I was first introduced to information about the temple dedicated to Hathor in Layne's book. She wrote about a hallway in the birthing chapel at the complex where dedicated and depicted along one side of the hallway are 32 priestesses playing frame drum, and on the other side of the hallway, 29 priestesses playing Systrum. Oh, what a procession that must have been. May Hathor, mistress of music, lady of the Systrum, bring melody, harmony, vibrant good health, peace, and love into your life and sing your praises. And may we all continue to enjoy the blessings of having been acquainted with the one and only Layne Redmond. Happy birthday, Layne. We miss you very much.